until they are all at kind of prompts and ready for input. Okay, so all the devices have now started up, so let's do some configuration. First thing you want to do is drop into system config network, and it would help if I could type edit devices. So these are the 3 devices that we've got at the moment. Don't need a default gateway because we're not really going anywhere. And ETH2 is going to be our going out onto the internet and getting DHCP lease, so we can leave that as it is. Let's edit etc. hosts. This is important when you're configuring your cluster because it pretty much all depends on this. Okay, there we go. And now let's do a service network restart. While that's doing its thing, let's pop over to here and do pretty much exactly the same thing. That's a lot of what you'll find when you are dealing with clusters. It's a lot of repetition on each host until you get them actually talking to each other. Okay, I think that's it. Now again, let's edit etc. hosts. I'm editing this, by the way, by escape I, and then node 1, node 2, and then Openfiler. One 1.1 cookie.local node 1 node 1 sand.local 1.2 node 2.cookie.local node 2 2.168.1.2 node 2.sand.local, and then 192.168.1.3 openfiler.sand.local. Right, quit. Okay, now let's ping node 2, which is the node we're on at the moment. Ping node 1, and then back ping node 1, ping node 2. Cool. Let's end that. Similar thing on here, so root and Openfiler I think is the password. Okay, now we need to configure the networking, which we're going to do in network scripts, I believe. And then the one we want to play around with is eth0, so we need to vim ifconfig eth0. In a moment, it's currently set on DHCP. Now I need to remember the syntax for this, so I'm just going to, because they're both Red Hat based distributions, you can jump into the Centos box and get the layout of the configuration file. So if I cat ifconfig eth0, you can see that's what it's got to look like. So the device is right, but we need to set boot protocol to none, on boot to yes. So that should be none. On boot is already yes, that's fine. Then I need to set IP, ADDR and netmask. Okay, let's set that. IP ADDR equals 192.168.1.3, and then we need netmask 255.255.255.0. Let's see what it does now. Okay, now let's check ifconfig. And there it is. Now, can we ping 192.168.1.1? Cool, so that's node 1. That's node 2. Okay, about over here. Can I ping OF? Super. And can you ping OF? Unknown host OF. There we go. Okay, that's a good start. Now, let's start installing some... Actually, we need to configure the XP workstation, don't we? At the moment, this has got 2 network cards, and we don't know which is which. So let's jump into here. We've got a local area network connection. Now I'm just going to name these as to what I think it is, and then we'll see. In fact, once we allocate it an IP address, we'll see if it works. And if it doesn't, then we'll just swap them over. In fact, the other way of doing it. So that's connected to the LAN. So if I disconnect that, one of these should come up with a red X. Come on, any minute now. Cool. So that is, this one here is the LAN, which is what we think it is. And that one is the SAN. Okay, let's go ahead and give this an IP address. And this is 10.0.1.10.255.255.255. We don't need any of that. Will it let me do that at the same time? Anytime you're ready. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay now. Alright, well, it's being lazy, so we're going to go ahead in here and do some group installs. Let's do a group install first of clustering.